we have recorded all of this, but it will be judiciously edited.
Yes.
All right, all of your cameras are off, and you should only be seeing me and Nanette. Is that
I didn't tell her.
Correct.
all right? And I'm going to leave the mics open, which I don't usually do, but we have a small class, and you could pop up and ask a question verbally if need be, okay?
Okay.
But if the dog starts barking, perhaps you'll hit
Mute
the
it.
button.
Yeah. I'll mute it while I'm chewing too. Okay.
And when you're chewing, we'd appreciate that. It is 11:59, so we will launch forward here. First up, so you're going to have to listen to me a little bit, and then a little bit of Nanette, and know that this is being recorded, all of it, and it will be sent to you as a video probably tomorrow morning so that I can edit out the bad parts. Let's see, and we will take, it's about, isn't it, Nanette, 45 minutes on this screen, and then we take a little break, time out, while you all hang up and go find us in the Video Marketing and Broadcasting Facebook group, which I know, Janice, you are already a member of. Emily was made a member of this morning, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, and Kathy is a member of. So the process will be you hang up, you go find that Facebook group, give it a second or more than a few seconds, and then soon you'll see Nanette pop up live in the Facebook group. You won't see me. She's doing that part, and I'll be doing the comments, probably at an annoying level of comments as she talks to demonstrate how Facebook Live works. Okay? Is that clear for everybody?
Yes, I have a OT for my arm
Yes.
appointment, so I might have to leave right on the dot of the 12:50. What is it?
12 o'clock, 12:30?
12:30.
Okay. So
No,
you
not 12:30. It's 1:30, right? It goes to 1:30. How long does it go to?
it goes till 1:15. About.
Oh, then I'm going to have to leave a little early.
Okay. You'll have the recording, and I will give you personal tutoring on how to use Facebook Live.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. So the structure of the rest of this will be, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to plan and shoot videos ahead of time as opposed to live. But live will come in there a little bit. And Nanette is in charge of live video discussion and talking about the other social media sites, Instagram and Snapchat, which you all need to be aware of now. There was a time when I would have said, no, ignore Instagram and Snapchat. Not true anymore because they have been up and coming. Instagram is a big deal because Facebook owns it. Snapchat is a big deal because the younger audience is coming along into Snapchat. And you with bridal shops have got to know about Snapchat because your audience are young women, right?
Yes.
So that's why we're having those three main sites talked about: Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. I don't know how good my microphone is here, but there's a train going by my driveway.
I just heard it.
Loud and clear.
It'll be done, I promise. I am in Savannah, Georgia, in a neighborhood that's right up against it. So we deal with this twice a day, not too bad. All right, so on with the show, as they say. So Nanette and I have been doing these workshops for it's exactly 2 years, Nanette. I was here 2 years ago and said, Nanette, you know about this stuff, let's do it. And that was the extent of our negotiations about that. And I know that Kathy heard us at the Jaffrey Chamber of Commerce, and Janice heard us at a live workshop on this topic. So Emily is the newbie in this crowd, okay? So Emily, you pipe up with any questions.
Will.
Well, all of you. So here's today's new rules of marketing, and we're going to whip through this so we have plenty of time. The new rule of marketing: don't tell it if you can show it. Now that's a rule of writing, isn't it, as well? People will tell you, don't tell, show, and that's all about marketing these days. You must be using wonderful graphics. You must be using video, and that's why Nanette and I have been doing these things, because video is suddenly so important. not just because we say so, but because technology demands it. The way social media works demands it. People want video, and Facebook especially wants you to be doing video because its algorithm is designed to present video more so than any other type of content. That makes sense to you all? So
Yes.
Facebook itself is creating a demand for video because their algorithm is presenting video higher up in a news feed than straight text or straight graphics. And secondly, your consumers of all ages expect video these days. That's because we are now the YouTube generation. We have had 12 years of YouTube, and people expect moving pictures on their websites, on their social media. And the bandwidth allows it, everyone's devices allow it, and so video is what your consumers want, and that's really what we're after here. You want to give them what they want. So we're going to talk today about why to use video in your marketing, and the tools that you'll need, and what the heck are you going to video, what are you going to film as in terms of subject once you get that far. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. I had a really salient thought that went out of my mind. Those are my
the train.
And then that's going to talk about the live part, Facebook Live, Snapchat, Instagram, and how those work. Know that, here's what I was going to say before, the Facebook group that you're all going to join as being alumni of this workshop, of this webinar, we continue to post articles in there about the importance of video and the changes to these social media sites that you all need to know about related to video. So that's the reason you get to join the group, and you should pay attention to what we put there. I want to put this challenge before you before we move on and do anything else. Think about learning what you're going to learn here, and what are you going to do with it first? Just as a test, make a commercial for your business, or for you, if it's that. Janice, make a video that says, here's what I can do for you, my new client, okay? Think about it in terms of commercial, because we can all visualize commercials, right? Your business will need a commercial of some sort, so why not start there? If you are so inclined, go to my website under How We Can Help at the top. I have 3 different commercials about 3 different, we lost Kathy, 3 different services that I can provide. And if you clicked on that word assessment or word content, it would just play a little thing with me saying, here's what I can do for you. None of them are more than a minute. They're more like 30 seconds. We lost Kathy somehow. Okay. Secondly, why to use video? People are going to stick with your message if it's in video format better than if it's any other format, okay? They'll stick with you not just pretty well, but 100% better than any other way, okay? So that's why to use video. They will not only stick with you, they are going to remember you because you did it in video. Video, the data shows, increases purchase intent. What does that mean? By 97%. And brand association goes way up if you do it in video, 139%. What does that mean? It just means, oh, they're going to remember to give you money and to do business.
That's a nice new one there. I like that.
Oh, I forgot to give Nanette money. No, they are going to remember you when it comes time to do the kind of business that you do. They're going to say, I saw Janice put up a video, therefore I'm going to hire. She's the one I'm going to hire versus the one I just saw a brochure about or something like that. So purchase intent and memory. Our brains work such that we remember what we see in video format better than what we right?
Yeah.
All right. So a solid video marketing strategy will include the following key points. You are going to have a goal of getting people to like you. For most of you, that's not going to be difficult. Emily's got a non-profit that is cute, right?
Yep, absolutely. Some days.
Yeah.
Not so cute some days.
Not so cute if you are feeding, watering, and cleaning up after them. But
That's right.
you've got a product that people love. It's going to be hard for them not to love doing business with you, in my opinion. Get
Yeah.
people to like you, like your business. Help people solve their problems. That's where Janice and Kathy are coming in. I'm going to help you find the perfect wedding dress and the perfect bridesmaids dresses. Janice is going to help you start a business. Help people solve their problems, and that should be the goal you have in mind as you go set out to record something. And you're going to do this on a consistent, predictable basis. Nanette has a lot more experience at that than I do. She does video courses, and she's got a whole program, which she'll talk about. All right? But what do I mean by consistent and predictable? It means you need to put up your own television show. Okay, raise your hand if you're old enough to remember Howdy Doody.
Yeah.
Not really. That's the far reaches of my mind. But instead of Howdy Doody, it's going to be the Fabulous You Show as a result. Okay? Give them something to look forward to. So no matter what it is, what you could work into your life, present them a video every Tuesday or once a month on the 15th. Whatever it is, do it consistently and give people something to look forward to. And when you set those dates, you get to promote it. Don't forget to join us on the 15th. Don't forget to join us every Tuesday. Just like they do with televised programs. That's what you want to think about. The equipment you will need to do this. Are you ready? Drum roll, Nanette. Thank you. It's the iPhone or any phone you have that's video enabled. Okay? That's what you need, pretty much it. Okay? Nanette will tell us about a few more things that she uses when she does video. What? Oh yeah, and she'll point like that. Do you all, Nanette, excuse me, Janice and Emily, you operate with iPhones or some other phone?
I have two phones, so I have iPhone and it's a work phone too. So, but I use my iPhone. Yeah.
Okay, and
And I
Jen,
have an iPhone.
an iPhone.
iPhone.
Yep.
Good.
Good. Know that the camera that's built into those phones is better than it's broadcasting to us from Mars, so you're good. It is high quality. My husband was just reading about a full-length feature film that's coming, I think, entirely filmed on an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's all you need. And a couple more things Nanette will offer to you as what do they call them? Perks, add-ons,
Yeah.
optional accessories. That's the word I'm trying to get. So again, putting this in front of you, think of what commercial would you make for yourself? That's your challenge. The number one type of video on the internet is a demonstration of something. And what I mean by that is that's what people watch. So to the extent this applies to your business, demonstrate what you're doing, demonstrate how to do X, demonstrate how people choose wedding dresses, how the ponies get to your farm. That's what will attract attention, and that's what people want. Number one, you've all seen these recipes from overhead shots on video, and they're showing you how to mix up the thing to make the thing. People love those. There's a reason you're seeing so many of those. Demonstrating something. All right? Tell the stories that inspire. What is this horse, Emily?
Oh, Mandy.
Mandy is her name?
Yes, that's Mandy.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. So you see right there, Emily is 90% of the way towards telling an inspirational story just by showing this still photograph.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, imagine what people want to be inspired. And watching this horse come to your farm and be taken care of is going to inspire people to give you money, right? At the nonprofit or to volunteer.
And maybe to foster and adopt some of the foals we have coming. So
Oh, I didn't realize you even had a foster program.
we do.
Oh, wow.
I,
Awesome. I'm so excited already. My mind's going, ooh, I got all these ideas.
Yeah. Right on.
sit tight, you're going to have more.
Okay, good.
All right. So tell inspirational stories, and we have lots of examples of those in our live workshops. We won't take time now to do that. But if you're having trouble thinking about what, Kathy is back, yay. If you have trouble, hey Kathy, you're back. If you have trouble wondering what you're going to video, just think of it in terms of how are you going to educate your consumers about what you do or something that they need to do in order to do whatever it is you're offering them. Answer the common questions you get about your business. That'd make a great series of videos, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do a mini interview with somebody, a partner or somebody else affiliated with your business. That make great content. You interviewing somebody on screen. Recording an event is totally awesome, and I think Emily might have attempted to do that. Did you record or broadcast from a fundraising event?
Well, we were at Equine Affair, and one of our volunteers' mother broadcast us live, and that was amazing. That got a lot of attention of the ponies being shown. Yeah. So we did.
Broadcast live from a event. Okay. Wonderful. I mean, that's the highest and best use of video, in my opinion, at this moment. And overall, you're always going to want to tell a story. Tell the story about your business or what got you where you are today. Voice just went away.
Ah.
All right.
Oh, and there's the cute kitten, of course. Kitten. So, you know, the thing I love about what Christine does also, what she's saying here is that a lot of times people will say, I don't really have anything. I don't know what to record. I don't know what to film. Part of what you're going to practice doing, in addition to if you decide to put your face on the video or whatever, part of what you're going to practice doing is looking for opportunities to make films. And that's going to help you with your consistency with the people that are going to start to want to see pony videos. They're going to want to see Kathy with a wedding dress fitting. They're going to want to hear what Janice is saying about developing a business. So the more you just put your antenna up for storytelling opportunities, you do have plenty of opportunities to tell a story. And that will give you the consistency that people need, that they want to see you on a regular basis. So don't feel like, I don't even know what I would film. You will have plenty, and the more you tune up that antenna, the more you're going to realize you have more than what you possibly could need.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nanette. And again, if you scroll down, once you get to our secret Facebook group, scroll down, and Nanette and I have done a couple of live videos about this topic of finding subject matter to video. Yeah. So keep your eye open for those and look at that site we have. Thank you, Nanette. None of you should have a shortage of things to cover in video. It's all a matter of just strategizing, writing it out, making it.
Yeah.
Before you film anything, even that commercial I said you should film, think about what's the one goal I have with this video. Is it to get people to call you up or to sign up for something or to learn the one thing, just to show that you know what you're talking about? Have that goal in mind before you press the on button of your camera, okay? Think about that little video you're going to create as sparking a conversation among the people who watch it and hang up and then turn to each other and go, oh, did you see what you said about that video or that wedding dress? Did you have any clue there were these ponies from Newfoundland in Jaffrey, for heaven's sakes? That's sparking a conversation. Think about it in that way. All right? All right, I do that with Nanette is getting really sick of seeing this monkey. But here you want to identify a feeling that you want to. Are you okay, Nanette? Yes.
I love the monkey. Don't ever take it away.
All right. Identify a feeling you want somebody to come away with after watching your video. Do you want them to be inspired? Do you want them to be curious enough to give you a call or curious enough to write you a note saying, how do I get involved? Or can you meet with me next Tuesday because I'm starting a business? What emotion are you trying to evoke that will get them to take that action? Probably frightening them is not the best one. An emotional response is what you're going for. That is my point here. Some best practices now. You must grab the viewer instantly.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was watching 2 different things this morning about things I care muchly. I mean, videos that were going on Facebook and they just took forever to get to the point.
Mhm.
And I'm essentially on vacation now. I have all the time in the world. I was still going, I'll get to the point already. The attention spans of us humans are 2 to 8 seconds and eroding rapidly, and I am an example of it. I cannot stand it if you take more than 2 seconds to tell me something. I will be off and running, okay? Goldfish, 10 seconds. Okay? So you have that goldfish in mind when you make your video, but know that you have to grab them in the first seconds. I broadcast live last week, and the way I got your attention when I was broadcasting live, I hope, was to wave a red heart at you on the video to make you stop and watch the video. So you get about a minute tops with that commercial I was talking about. Better if it's way down there near 15, 10 seconds. Nanette did a commercial for us yesterday. Was it 30 seconds?
It was 32 seconds, and I looked at the insights from it. Everyone, the highest tuning in was for 8 seconds.
And then they were gone?
And then the ones that hung out, it was literally half of them hung out and the other half left. So what I was watching the last couple of days now is that what people do is like what Christine did, you know, the heart, or people will like jump at the thing when it starts, or they'll do something to get your attention. But also I saw Amy Porterfield, who's like one of the top video online class guru ladies. She was doing a commercial on Instagram, a 30-seconder. So the camera came on, and this is what she did. So camera on, email lists, grow your email list. And then boom, she went. It was just, so she just did a headline, and then she went, and I was like, yeah, email list, I need it, as opposed to, hi, how you doing? It's good to see everybody. I want to talk to you today about, that was time wasted. She just went, email lists, I want to talk to you about, grow your email list. And boom, off she went. So I'm going to try that on mine. She was going for the 2 seconds.
Boom. I mean, that's a great way to think about it. Boom. Thank you, Nanette. Any questions about how you're going to do something quickly?
About what?
How to get, from the students here, any questions about how would you do that so quickly? Are you confused?
No, I think Nanette's example was terrific.
Okay. So here's my point about being short. If you're forced into this really short format, you are going to be forced into creativity. I guarantee you, like my heart, like the sign, things waving. Because you know you don't have much time, you're going to be forced to get to the point. Do not bury the lead, as my journalism teacher would say. Whatever you're trying to say it right now. Don't wait 7 seconds to say it, okay? Think creatively, get to the point. If you're concerned about editing, and Nanette's got some more things to say about that, but just to remind you, your machine that you're probably watching me on now, your desktop came with either iMovie built in, if it's a Mac, or Windows Movie Maker, if it's a PC. They're built into into your system. And know that there are bunches of apps on the phone, on the iPad, that are making video editing ever and ever easier. There are templates you can steal, cropping, doing the things that you need to do. It's becoming easier and easier, I guarantee you, because I'm not great at this. And I can do it with apps now. So look for those, dozens of apps coming up, but find the Windows Movie Maker or the iMovie on your Mac and maybe start playing around with it. I think Nanette's got more to say about that in her section. What are you going to do with these videos once you create them? If it's not a Facebook Live, know that if you've got a recorded video, you must plan to upload it to upload it to Facebook directly. Excuse me. So you've got a recorded video that you've done maybe out in the community with your phone. You're going to want to save that video and upload it directly to Facebook, as opposed to what people often do is put it over on YouTube and then grab the link to that video and put it in their post on Facebook. Don't do that. Facebook hates YouTube. That's a great way to think about it. Facebook wants you not to use YouTube because those two companies are fighting. Okay, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook is
Yeah. Yeah, they will. Yeah. So basically, if I am at an event and I film Christine and I, and I want to go back and edit it down later, sometimes I don't want to do, a whole live thing. Sometimes I just want to film it, take it home and edit parts of it. So when I take it home and edit parts of it, the instinct is, oh, I want to put it up on YouTube, and then I'll put it on Facebook. And I know that my population, the people that follow me, I have very few people on YouTube. I have most of my people on Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook, like Christine said, is in a fight with YouTube for domination. YouTube is owned by Google. And so if Facebook sees you trying to upload a video from YouTube, they'll bump you way down on the feed. No one will ever see your video. If I take that little edited video of me and Christine at an event and I directly load it into Facebook, then I'm their golden girl. So they bump me to the top, and I know that my group will see it. So you really have to look at what social media your audience gravitates towards. Some people have their audience all on YouTube. I don't. But just know that Facebook, they read where the video comes from, and they want organic, original video.
excellent. Facebook. All right. Is that clear to everybody?
Very much so.
Okay. But after putting it on Facebook, be sure you have saved it and can use it over on on YouTube. Upload it there for sure, because you can still direct people there, but more importantly, people will accidentally find your videos on YouTube when they're searching for whatever your topic is, ponies. They will accidentally find your YouTube video over there if you've built a channel. Building a channel just means you've uploaded some videos and they're in your name. So it's good to use it there as well. Put it in YouTube as sort of a storage facility. And also use those videos wherever you can. Include them in your emails, include them on your website. Link to it from Twitter, if you're on Twitter. Link to it from those other sites, okay? If you're not up for editing, or not up for shooting your own videos just yet, if you're timid, shy, scared, frightened, does that apply to anybody out there? Janice?
No.
Yeah, not really.
Oh!
Either.
But know that there are ways to cheat at this. You can make videos out of still photos. You can make videos out of other people's video clips I'll talk about in a moment. You can make videos out of PowerPoints like you're seeing here. I could press a button and turn it into a video if I imported it into Keynote.
Avoid visitors, I love it.
Yeah, like,
It's
Well,
great.
I need visitors to Facebook, right, or to Maya.
yeah, how to avoid visitors.
So you can upload Keynote to Facebook?
Nope.
Keynote?
Sorry, a Keynote can press a button and be turned into a video.
Video, and then you put it on Facebook.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And
Work.
then after that, put it on YouTube, and you've got a good to go. I had to do that yesterday because somebody wanted my slides, and slides are too big, but a video is smaller. Anyway, know that there are places where you can find stock footage, video footage, much like you can find video copyright-free stock photographs. You can find footage, and this example on the left is a ridiculous example of old video from the 1950s or something. But know that there are sites where professional photographers have provided you with clips. If you need a running stream going through the mountains, you can find that. If it's you need to illustrate. Okay, everybody? All right. Video blocks is another one. And again, more and more of these coming online all the time. If you just as a search, you'll find them, places to get clips. So now you've produced videos, you've edited videos, you've got them real short. What else are you going to do with them? You're going to use them for promoting yourself and your business. You're going to repurpose them in the way I've already talked about. Integrate your video into all your other marketing initiatives. So you have sketched out a marketing plan, right? Yes, you all have marketing. Social media should be a subset of your marketing plan, and video should be a subset of your social media part of your marketing plan. Include the links to those videos in your emails. turn that short video into a Facebook video ad. And if that fills you with fear, you can take my Facebook advertising webinar coming up on March 22nd, I think. No, 14th, March 14th. But Facebook video ads get a lot of traction. And so if you do something short enough and attention grabbing enough, it can be very effective. Post it to the other sites that you own, like I already mentioned. So we're at 12:30 here, which means I've taken up a half hour, and now you get to listen to Nanette in a minute. But here are some resources both Nanette and I follow to learn this stuff as well. There's a guy who just talks about using YouTube as a centerpiece of your marketing. James Wedmore, he's a great resource, and I think Janice has said you follow him already. Kim Garst is one that everybody in my field follows. She is a social media guru of all types, and she's lately really concentrating on video teaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best resources we're about to have, over to you, Nanette. While I pass the baton to Nanette, has anybody got questions you want to shout out?
I'm good. It's a good presentation.
Emily is good? Okay. Janice?
I'm good.
Okay. Kathy, are you in the room or not in the room?
I am in the room for Kathy.
Okay, Carrie, right? All right. I think, Nanette, you should have the mic at this point. Or the
Okay, let me see if I go like this. This will stop other screen sharing. Do you want to continue? Okay. And here, share screen.
Yay.
Okay, and then here. Okay,
So Nanette,
there we go.
she's in Greenfield, New Hampshire. I'm in Georgia. Wonderful.
Yeah. So what my time is going to be devoted to is talking to you about the big 4 ways that you are going to use video. And this completely depends on who your audience is. You have to look at the demographics. Are they male? Are they female? Are they women between the ages of 25 and 30 or 25 and 35? So look at who your prospective clients are, who your audience is, and that will direct you to which one of these you should be using, because it gets really overwhelming when you think that you have to be on all of these mediums. It's overwhelming for anybody to think that you have to constantly be putting out that much content. Well, the truth is you do not. You have to be smart about which one of these you are on. And so really I encourage everybody to look at your demographics, look at where they are spending their time on social media, and that's going to help you figure out where you should be investing your time and where that antenna that I talked about earlier, where that should be tuned into. When you see something you think, wow, my ladies that are in my Facebook demographic, which is 35 to 65, would love to see this. I'm going to do a little video about that. Wow, my young kids that are in Snapchat, they're teens, they would love to see this in Nanette doing this. So really get to know your audience, and then you're going to pick which one of these work for you. As Christine says, everybody loves a good story. Everybody loves to hear a story. Once upon a time, and they sit up nice and tall, right? So you want to be, when you get on video, you want to be physical. You want to animate your face. I would say the big do not is when you see the camera come on and people sit there and go, is the video on? Let me fix my camera. You know, and Christine's we have people, you know, former students of the class, you know, that will do that. And so when the camera comes on, it's showtime. It is showtime because you are asking people to spend time with you. You are taking time out of their day. So make it interesting, make it entertaining, be physical, animate your face, not too much with the hands, be careful with the hands, but make sure you give them visually something interesting to look at in terms of how you present yourself. Keep your story really tight and have that strong opening line. Remember what we said, you've got 2 seconds, 8 seconds, and they're off because they're scrolling. Everybody's scrolling. And you got to have something that's going to catch their attention. The latest trend is what Christine said about people doing this thing where they'll be off camera and then they'll jump on, or you'll see them sit there or do something like that, or flash something. People are knowing you've got to grab people's attention by a strong opening line and a tight story. From Willy Wonka, I've got the golden ticket. The song is so appropriate because when you do, for example, a live on Facebook, a live on Instagram, a live on Snapchat, don't fall into the trap of looking at the little numbers at the top of the screen, because Facebook will tell you how many people are watching you. Instagram will tell you how many people are watching you live. Snapchat will tell you who's watching you live. Don't fall into the trap of there's no one watching. I spent all this time working on my opening line. I did my hair and my makeup, and I had my lighting really well, and no one's watching. That's fine if they're not watching. Because the golden ticket is people that watch you later. The people will watch the Facebook Live on replay. You may only get 3 people watching you live, but then when you look at that same video, I guarantee you, if you go back 24 hours later, you're going to have 102 people that have watched it on replay, because that's the way that it works. And Facebook really wants people to keep coming back to the live videos, coming back. So they'll keep running it on the screen, running it on the screen. And then when you do, for example, your live video, you're going to save that video onto your, I'm pointing this way because my phone's right here. You're going to save that video onto your phone, take that video, download it onto your computer, and take that, say you did a Facebook Live that was 10 minutes long about how to saddle up a pony, all right? And 10 minutes, you're like, well, 10 minutes was cool. I had 200 people watch that. I'm going to repurpose this video and whittle it down to 3 minutes. And then you can re-release it again onto Facebook, onto Instagram, onto Snapchat, onto your website. So you're going to be repurposing things. So don't delete it. Save it onto your phone. This is so important, is anytime you're doing a live video, a pre-recorded video, you have to get yourself ready to communicate. You have to get yourself into that Zen space and understand that you've got to be Confidence 101. You do have something to say. You are uniquely you, right? And you do have something that people like to hear from you. They love, they love Janice for being Janice. They love Emily for being Emily. They love Kathy. They like me for me. They like Christine for Christine. So people want to hear what you have to say, and you need to understand that. And before you go on video, you need to have a clear intention of what it is you want them to go away with. You want to make sure that Janice, that everyone is pumped for your webinar on whatever. That's what you want for them. You want them to leave having watched Saddling a Pony saying, I want to adopt one of them ponies. You want them to have something behind what you want them to get from your video experience. And you got to be excited about it. You got to transmit your excitement about the topic, about, to them, and get them pumped about it. Get them all excited about that. And then in order to do that, you have to sit there quietly for 10 minutes at least before you start. So you're just getting yourself in that zone before the camera comes on.
Noise in the background here that is obstructing you.
Yeah, I hear that too.
On mute a lot.
There we go.
Better.
Oh, now it's back.
Nanette, you've got the controls. Can you mute Kathy's mic?
Let me see. Hold on. Oop.
Kathy, are you there, or Carrie?
I don't know how to. My cursor isn't showing up. Huh. My cursor isn't showing up to mute anybody.
Okay. I'm trying to send it out.
Oh,
Did
I don't know.
it get better?
No, it's still there.
Vacuuming underwater.
Yeah, it sounds like it's underwater. And then your mic is kind of muted down, Christine, a lot. Yeah. Huh.
Can you hear me better?
Now I can hear you, yeah. That's a weird sound. What is that?
Like interference.
Yeah. Oh, now it's gone. Oh, now it's back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, if any of you can hear us, turn your microphones off. Find the chat box and write us there, okay?
There we go.
See the chat box? Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone. Whatever it was is gone.
All right.
There
So
we go.
that interruption.
That was like being underwater. That was exciting.
Yeah. So all of you, I have turned off the mics of all of you and use the chat box if you have a question. Go ahead, Nanette.
All right, so what I was saying is that before the camera comes on, before you film, you have to get yourself prepped and focused and ready to go. So get yourself mentally ready to go. All right, and then now I'm trying to get my, there we go. Before you go on video, it's really important that you have some kind of branding style to you, and it could mean just beefing up your makeup a little bit, making sure that you've got a colorful scarf like Christine and I have on, some kind of scarf, and just a little bit of bling. You know, I've got a bracelet on and I don't have any earrings on, but Christine's got her earrings on. Something to just make it a little bit more visually interesting for people to see you on camera. Always, always, always pay attention to your lighting. If you are in darkness, if your face is in shadow, that, again, is not visually appealing for people. So being very aware of how the light is working on your face. So ideally, you want to have your face lit from both sides. In this position, I've got a window here and a window there. So this is a nice, good spot for me to be doing videos from. So just make sure you've got good lighting. The camera angle is also so important. So many times you'll see beginner video people will put the camera down on their desk and then tilt it up to them. So they're looking down and you've just got this kind of double, yeah, like what Christine's got. And that's an ominous face to look at. That's not a friendly eye-to-eye kind of face to look at. So you really want to be aware of where the camera is. And that gives the viewer the impression and the truthful impression that you are talking to them. I'm actually looking at my forehead right now, and my camera is up there. So I am just pretending that I'm looking directly at Kathy, so I'm just sitting here talking to her. So you have to play around with that a little bit, but you want your viewer to feel like you're looking and you're talking directly to them. Where are your notes? You have to have a sketch of what it is you're going to say. Where are your notes? You got to have your notes, and that's going to keep you on track so you don't wander and meander. What's behind you? What's your backdrop? Being very aware of what's behind you. Another big thing is you'll watch someone do a video and they have good lighting in their laundry room, but they forgot that there's a pile of laundry behind them. Or their kitchen has really good lighting and then they have a pile of dirty dishes in the sink. So again, it's the visual impression that people have of you is important. What is behind you? Always have your voice warmed up and ready to go. What I will do to practice, if I know I'm going to do a Facebook Live or an Instagram story live, I'll actually go on Snapchat. And I'll go on Snapchat first and just sit there and talk, because Snapchat's very casual. You can just sit there and just have a fun conversation with the kids, talk about something fun, and that gets my voice warmed up and ready to go. And then I'll hop onto Instagram. My voice will be warmed up, my face is warmed up, and I'll have a good voice presence when I go on Instagram, and then I'll jump over to Facebook because it's much more serious on Facebook. And I will really be warmed up with my voice. So make sure you have some kind of a warm-up, talking to a friend or something, talking to yourself before you hit record or before you hit going live. Then, you saw with Christine,
Then what?
you must have water.
Water, yep. You never know when your voice is going to go. And for me, there's pollen outside and it just went, but it might just be just because you're talking too long or whatever.
Right. Always have the water ready and available. I want to show you some really quick, short examples. This is a Facebook Live 30-second promo that I did. It was to promote an audio blog I was doing. My demographic on Facebook is female between the ages of 25 and 65. It's a big range. But you'll see I have a very natural look. My shirt is from Target. I'm just talking, keeping it really mellow, not too jumpy and not too excited for the ladies. So here it is. Let's get it to play.
Hey, Facebook, what's going on? It's Nanette here up in the attic room in Greenfield, New Hampshire. I want to let you know something really cool. I have an audio blog on my website at Perot.com. It's a new feature, and I think you're going to dig it. It's going to be just short, really positive thoughts for all you creative types to get you up and going and creative. So please go check it out, NanettePerot.com, and you can download it even. So I hope you love it, and let me know what you think. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Yay.
Don't you want to sit down and have a glass of wine after that? It's kind of like, yeah, get groovy. That's so cool. Okay. So that's for that demographic. I kept it really straight. You know, that microphone wasn't even live. It was a prop. Like I said, the shirt was from Target. It's very accessible. You know, hair and makeup was natural. Now we're going to jump to the younger gang. This is the tweens. This is the teens. This is the ones that are on Snapchat. And the thing with Snapchat is they are it's independently owned. They're two young guys, very interesting guys. One of them is married to Serena Williams, the tennis player. What? Yes. And she just had his baby. And they're these two super guys, and they're very forward thinking, very independent thinking. Mark Zuckerberg offered them $47 million to buy Snapchat, and they turned him down because they want to stay on their own. However, I heard that they're courting Walt Disney, so the Walt Disney Company. So that might, but anyway, they're very cool. And the people that go on Snapchat, the adults, are very interested in like, you know, getting to know what Nanette does daily in her life, getting to know what Christine does daily in her life. So you have really fun little moments on Snapchat. Here's an example of me talking to the teens on Snapchat. These are a series of short 10-second clips, and you'll see the video kind of clips over after 10 seconds.
Hi guys, so let's talk about energy. Third chakra is right where your diaphragm is, where your abdominals are. It's totally the power center. It's the center of will. It's the center of fire. It's the center of your personal power. If you want to get the energy charge, that's the chakra you're going to work on. So any kind of sit-ups are good. Plank, 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 plank. Side plank, extended side plank on your side, right and left. Or if you go to the gym, you can go up on those parallel bars and you can pull your knees up to your chest. That's another great way for the lower abs. And then what to eat. Anything that gives you energy, that's going to wire you up so you can get some nice proteins in there.
So you get the idea. There's these real short little clips. And now actually when I go on Snapchat, because I know now how to be a little bit more animated on the video, I'm actually more animated than, that was kind of mellow. Yeah, so now when I go on Snapchat, because I know they're really ready to go, I'm a little bit more amped up on Snapchat. So with Instagram, my demographic here is millennials. The millennials are in love with Instagram. They're all over it, and that's what they gravitate towards. Instagram stories is the way to go. Instagram originally was a thing where you put beautiful pictures on there. You wrote some short little text and everything. Now, because it's owned by Facebook, they've developed Instagram stories, and these are a series of short clips that you can put together into a story that people watch. I've been doing this every day for the last 2 weeks. Unbelievable how people tune into Nanette going to the grocery store. Nanette every day. Wow. Nanette walking from my car to Shaw's and just having a little conversation as I'm holding my phone walking into Shaw's. the millennials love to see what you do during your day. They like to get to know you before they want to purchase anything from you. So Instagram stories, Insta stories is the hot thing right now. Everybody's running to Instagram because everybody wants that millennial audience. That's who they're trying to get. That's the next generation of marketers. But it's a real great way to tell stories. So here's an example of me demonstrating something on Instagram for the millennials.
Instagram, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hello. I'm going to show you what I'm making for my snack today. I think I can do it with the phone. Let's see. 3 ingredients. Hummus. I bought it at the store. Okay, it's lemon hummus. And you guessed it, tahini. Did I make it? No, store-bought, guys. 3rd ingredient. Chinese cabbage. Cheap, beautiful, kind of like me. Hang on, let's see if I can do this.
Next.
Okay, hummus into the cabbage first. Oh, I made it. OMG. Then you spread pretty because the tahini will fall out if you don't put this first. So that's the first step. Then, of course, tahini right in there. I'm going to do a few of these. I'm doing this left-handed, I want to point out. Amazing. Here's your cute snack. There's one last remaining ingredient. Hot sauce, because I am half Latina, so I have to have a bit of spice.
Yum.
I think eating on camera was like the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tabbouleh. Thank you, Christine. It was tabbouleh, not tahini. So you have to just take your videos and decide and look at what your audience wants. Now, here's the hot new thing, and I've tried this
Oh,
twice.
yeah. Yeah.
So now, as opposed to sending an email, what people love to get is little personal videos from you sent to them via Facebook Messenger. And this is just something I've tried twice, where I sit down and there's a series of, in this case, there's 3 13-second clips, and I haven't figured out how to download it and play it for you. But basically, it's if I wanted Christine to sign up for one of my workshops, I don't send her an email. I don't call her, but I sit in front of my phone at the same desk that I'm at right now, and I talk directly to her and say, Christine, I have this workshop coming up. It's perfect for you because yada, yada, yada. Next little clip. This is how it's going to benefit your business. This is what you need to do. 13 seconds, next clip. So it's a really close-up shot of my face. I'm talking directly to Christine or Kathy or Janice, and that is a personal way to get people to say, wow, she's really working with me. She's ready to work with me, and it's the truth. It is the truth. I tried this for another workshop I had, and I saw a woman that I had sent this video example to, and she said, I said, how did it feel getting these short personal videos from me? I said, was it kind of weird? Was it kind of stalkery like? She said, no. She said, I loved it. And she said, I made my husband watch them. And she said, it's just the camera was right in your face. I felt like you were just talking to me. And that got her like, let's work on this. Let's do this, because Nanette really is talking to me one-on-one. This type of video, you got to be really clear about it. And the way I'm experimenting with it, as you can tell, is just my head right there in the camera. And it's just very minimal lighting. I don't even think I'm wearing any makeup on there. It's very personal. And the conversion rate for these one-on-one little messages is incredible. It's fantastic. So I encourage you to practice doing these little personal videograms.
And I got to figure, I'm sorry to interrupt, I got to figure, Emily, that this would be a great way to interact with people who may volunteer for you, who may give you money. It's your nonprofit. I think that'd be.
Yes, actually, I'm looking at this and it's giving me great ideas, because I actually have volunteers that I can't contact, but they love Messenger. So we could do a group. Can we do a group like this?
Good question.
A good question.
I'm going to say I don't think so, but I wouldn't say 100%. So let's investigate that.
But it's so much easier than back and forth messaging. You know, my hands get tired, so I can just talk to somebody, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very time effective. That's a really good point. Yeah, I mean, I saw that, you know how when you send an email, if you get your demographics back from like MailChimp, they'll tell you like how many opens you get, you know, how many people will go through and click through. But I rarely get people emailing me back saying, thanks for sending that. That was really, I'll never get like a send back response. The 2 times that I've tried this independent video like this, everybody, I think with the exception of maybe like 2 people, will type something back. And I actually had someone message me back with a little video also, just saying, thank you so much for sending it. I can't do it because I'm going to be blah, blah, blah. But this type of message has a higher response rate than an email. And so I encourage you to do it. You got to be ready to go because they're short little clips. They're 13-second things. And again, you don't want to waste people's time.
They are the hot thing, and Facebook is promising to make that messenger feature so much more robust with a lot more features coming up.
Yeah, it's like I can't tell you enough about that. So, is it time to jump over to Facebook?
Oh, I think it is. Is there anybody out there who would be confused as to how to do this? We're going to go to the Video Marketing and Broadcasting group.
Okay, so if I don't think I'm automatically, I have a shortcut to that. So do I just type in the search video marketing. What is it?
Right there in your chat box, if you see it, Video Marketing and Broadcasting group.
Okay.
And it should come up rather high in your search because I'm assuming you don't belong to a lot of other groups. That should do it, right, Nanette?
Yeah, it should come up.
Okay.
And so join us there. If enough time has passed that you think something should be happening, refresh your screen if you know how to do that and go back and try it again.
Yeah, because it'll take me like a minute to get on there. So if you don't, give it like a minute or give it like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody hang up and go
Bye-bye.
to that and know that you'll get this recording by tomorrow morning, okay? And we'll see you on Facebook soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.